Origins of the groupie, and let's not get the high-end groupie thing twisted. The cats, the really serious, filthy cats, you know who I'm talking about. Mainly on the mogul level, and if you're an entertainer, movie star, mogul level as power as well as money. They control their stuff. They just go along with the dialogue and get along with the get along, just to make things copacetic and just keep it smooth so nobody ain't try to, But they know what they're doing. I mean, trust me. The pimp hand is in effect. You see Nicole right before the 10 years, supposedly blindsided and thought, well, I can just get me a lawyer and get 500 million. You're not getting nothing. You're getting what I give you. Now, she still got probably over 100 mil when you count the property, all that kind of stuff. But the pimp hand was in effect. And yet he goes and now he's part of this high end, I pay for a kid. But he's like, hey, whatever I got to do to make the game right for myself, I'm not worried about messing up for everybody else because I am a pimp, not a simp. Origins of the groupie, and back to the high end groupieism, and to the originator when it comes to he's the original Pimp-Hand Posse member. Steven Spielberg went to his actress wife, I think her name was Amy Irving, and basically said, "Look, I'll give you 100 something, 150 something $1 million, and I'm about to get married. I really want to get this divorce and." It's important I get the divorce right away because, I already knocked her up. And, I just want to go and make everything right so we can travel and do everything. And, of course, she asks us for stuff that thinking he won't give it up, the favorite property and I want this type of this and this type of that. He said, yeah, I'll give you the property, no problem. And then she knew it was serious. And then she tried to play hardball. He said, look, I'm giving you what I'm going to give you. If you want to act up, you won't get nothing. Trust me. I will lock it down. So she ended up, giving in and getting 150 some million, whatever. Pimp hand, baby. Origins of the groupie. Juanita Jordan actually thought that she could force her husband, Michael Jordan, for those who don't know, to giving her upwards to 500 to 600, even $800 million because she should get half and she had the kids and blah, 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 blah. And Jordan was trying to do the thing, on the low key, but people gonna find out anyway. But on the low key, and offered her, substantial, whatever. But she refused it and then threatened to, go out and tell his business, la-di-da, la-di-da. So basically he just brought in like his 5 lawyers anyway and just put it down and said, not only will you walk away with nothing, but the kids will stay with me. And I already have a family structure set up anyway because you only have them with nannies. So basically she ended up getting like 165 to 185 million and some property. And basically that's what he was going to give her anyway. So again, pimp hand effect. Origins of a groupie, and Mr. Mike, the buck stops here, Douglas, was going through this courtship with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and he was already separated from his wife anyway, but still, it's a big deal because they've been together for a long time, and they already come from old money. So it was kind of tricky, and she was probably trying to get around, if she could, a cash of at least 500 mil. So anyway, my man went so far as the rigmarole of doing all the things you normally do when you're in this position, but he finally just said, skip it. I'm a sex addict. And went to some island and whatnot. And by the way, Eric Benet tried that and got laughed out the court. So anyway, we'll go into that later. And of course, it worked. And that was used as some type of addiction, whatever, that could counter all the other stuff that is high-end stuff to be, they do behind the scenes and whatnot. So basically, she got maybe like a cash of like maybe 140 to 170 million dollars. So again, pimp hand in effect. Origins of the groupie. So Donald bitch better have my money Trump is basically the originator and the motivator of and the ultra creator of the ironclad prenup. And usually cats who are very successful who don't already have the connections, some cats already got connections because of their lineage and whatnot, they go to him first. They hit him up first. And if he ain't got time to talk to him, or meaning you're not really important enough for him, he'll pass you on somebody who can really get some stuff too. But no, he's the originator. You got to give it to him. I mean, and he's actually a Pimp-Hand Posse member as well. He can't help but be there because you're on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to pimp hands because the ironclad prenup is the way to go. But you got to have the money and the financing and the backing and the knowledge for that stuff. Everybody just can't get that. You can't buy class and you can't buy pimping. Origins of the groupie. So this Pimp-Hand reactionary thing, to this high-end groupie, power structure that's going on, it's not just gender specific. Oh no, Julia Roberts, I think she was making 20 mil a pick first, as far as females, and she was always considered a big baller and a box office queen and whatnot, and always been making probably as much as the guys, as far as the high end guys, at least the bottom end high end guys. So she might be making 30 mil now. But anyway, she wanted to marry this cameraman, and she wanted to hurt him, get him out this, divorce settlement they was going through, so she can have twins and all this kind of stuff. And she was dragging her feet, so basically she had to go down and let her know, look, bitch, I'm Julia Roberts. Whatever it costs, extra 5 mil, 1.5, whatever. Take the money and let's do what I got to do, because I'm trying to make things happen between me and my husband, which is your ex-husband who's fucking around on you and not on me. Pimp-Hand. Origins of the groupie. The prelude to a kiss. Pimp-Hand. Eddie Murphy, very famous, very big time box office star, said something, I guess, during one of his Oscar presentation roles that just really didn't sit well with the Oscar community. Not at all. Shall we dance? Eddie Murphy continues to blow up big time everywhere, does his own directing pick, and then when he don't direct, he picked his own directors and production company, writing stuff, hooking other people up. He's big time, and now he's in this particular perfect role that he can take advantage of and get his credit, and he wins all the major awards. I mean, all of them. Golden Globe, SAG. I mean, he's getting all the critical acclaim and whatnot. Even the build up, he's the Oscar, favorite and whatnot, and then he doesn't get the award, and he knows why. Pimp-Hand.